Sorry if the lighting is orangish. I use something called Redshift that you can use for Linux, or what's it called, F.lux for Windows, and it makes the monitor color warmer or cooler, which is more orangey or bluer, and the blue whitish light of regular monitors, which is standard, should make you ask something. But basically that at night tricks the brain, the neurology, and disrupts the biorhythms, and causes, in long term, causes problems. So, and I'm using this one's on kind of a reddish one, which is good for night. It actually goes way more orange than this on the lowest scale at 2500 temperature, just kind of like that. It's kind of red, but that's only useful in like a pitch black room late at night when you're planning on getting back to sleep. And then this is the regular, which is like, that's horrifyingly bright to the eyes. Just to have a monitor that close to the eyes at the time, it's like looking at a light bulb. Anyway, so this one's gonna be weird again. I should have recorded this. I get in certain situations and I have a conversation with somebody, and yeah, usually I record them, I've been better, and there's a lot that I actually haven't even touched or cleaned up or put out. Either way, you know, now it's just, people have to figure out on their own. And fear is an illusion. Just remember that. It's all an illusion. But some of these technologies, they go into ancient history, like the burning bush, cosmic gears, the sky gods. This is all stuff from the far future that we have in our ancient past. And so the idea is that the worlds are set up like nesting dolls. We're inside this realm as much as we are seemingly on the surface of it. The surface is on the surface of a cosmic, multidimensional system, and it all goes back into like prime creator, source, the AI architect, entering the digital world, false gods, free will, souls, energy harvesting programs, the return of the digital world to the physical plane, and AI gods having access to this realm, and ultimately truth and free will, or illusion and domination, where basically that's the ultimate duality of all that is. And you're either going to not listen to anybody that's telling you to do this and do that because they're trying to basically use bias against you, or basically you're going to work out your own plan and your own rules for the game that you're going to play in life, and you're going to do it because of knowledge. The main information is about free will, multiple realms, one inside the other, and AI gods and souled beings and false gods, and a one true God that we never see because they don't interact on the level of the creation. That's the whole point. All you get is fake Buddhas and, you know, come worship me. That's the whole idea, that this world has to be, people have to learn, and if they don't learn because they get let go of their fake emotions, then those fake emotions have to be used against them, and they'll be like, no, this is the right one, we got to do this because I feel emotionally that this is right, that's what's telling me, and it's going to be used to kick them in the behind, so until they wake up. That's the whole point. That's the whole trend of this world, the civilization. It's a lesson not to live and be like happy. We already know that we're beings, we're eternal beings. What do you think? It's the fact that people are they're not infallible, and these AI demigods control people's minds based upon appealing through emotion. That's all a big scam in that sense. And in that sense, there are patterns we go through, paths we go through of learning, where we learn to differentiate between emotion and feeling, and knowledge, and assumption of something being true through basically delusion. Basically, it's literally like delusion. And so that way we have to learn how to discern, and we discern using free will. And when we're being abused and somebody's using our free will against us, and what is reality and what we're covering over reality to make it seem like what we want to believe in is confirmed, because everybody does that, and that's all we really have is either confirmation bias through selective attention and emotional filtering of information, or just that. We're the opposite of that, or we're just not that, but just what it is, and that's just pure mind, awareness, truth, knowledge, or pure feeling. So we have that, or we have this like flip-flop program world, and we're all half in, if you will, or at least depending on how you've navigated. So hyperspace, if you've seen the 5D reality bridge video, hyperspace is inner space. Your mind, where you see things, that's hyperspace. Cyberspace is hyperspace accessed through technology. And outer space is inner space. And space, as far as this physical place, is a realm. A physical realm is a complete physical dimension, but it is a projection of energy levels that come down through a gradient and express themselves physically and then vibrate out and disappear back into that gradient. And it's just the surface level of that, as if it's like a cone and an apex, and energy is on a thicker wavelength and vibrates down and condenses into this one. And it actually would be like, it would seem like it's reversed, but and it basically moves down through an organizational process and hits a singularity where it's expressed, and then it goes back in out the other way. What we feel, the physical plane, is a singularity point that's all the frequencies. It's like they're literally ropes that are going and twisting through, and they're sliding through, and it seems as if the physical point is moving through time, but nothing's actually moving. It's just a focus of frequencies is moving. They're recycling. It's just like an order. It's just like the beginning of a song to the end, or the beginning of ABCs to the end. That's all it is. And it's not very easy to look at it like that, but you can look at a laser that you're shining through a disc and projecting on the wall. I have it in the last video with Emily Moyer and the Flying Rainbows Lasagna, which is the full video here that I'm about to start to put the slideshow together, which I was about to not to do, but we're like deciding on how to present it, where the laser is going through it and presenting. You slide it across, and it presents like a little character that runs across the screen, and it's a holographic disc, a piece of holographic glass. Is time occurring if the laser is going like this and sliding across the screen and showing the character run? You could say out here, yeah, but on the screen, is there an actual time that the character's over here doing this and he's doing that? No, it's just the laser thing. So our consciousness is the laser shining through the disc. As hard as it seems, this is on the screen being projected, dancing around. Like right now, a laser is shining through my holographic soul disc, and I'm dancing around in this reality. It seems as if this is really happening, that this is the core of time, the beginning. The core, the source, is out behind this plane, behind the universe, where there's a light beaming through it, and it's coming through my DNA. That's where time is. Here is not time. Here is just somebody going like this, back and forth. From that point of view, the laser can go like this all at once. I'm not going to experience that. I'm just going to experience one run through, because my consciousness isn't capable of processing on multiple streams simultaneously. And so it's a phase interchange or interlock where I can only see one cycle per second. If I had an ability to splice my consciousness so that as it goes forward I can see how many times it's going back, or stop and edit or anything, then I can see. But I'd have to, from that point, expand my consciousness from just what's on the screen where the projection's dancing as well to the core beyond that, and I would use the laser stream to transfer myself through the beam of light. In that sense, is the laser actually moving anywhere? If it's just a wave stuck in time, technically, but it bends our understanding of particles and waves at that point, where it's a standing wave or stream of particles flying through. Technically it's both, because we're in a realm that is in a state of constant flux, and that is how time behaves and works, because it is and it isn't simultaneously, The singularity is a piece that is a part of the whole and exists because the spectrum of possibilities tangle into that one point of what is concretely happening here and now, but as well, it's like a little slip knot on two, streams of strings where you can slide the knot up and down. Technically, it's not there. As soon as you go like that, guess what? The area that was condensed down, it just fans back out again. But because you're up there, you don't see it. If you could look 20 seconds ago, you'd see reality go like this and explode behind me as all the narrowing of possibilities is up ahead, up here. It's like a boat cleaving through the water, creating a wake behind it. I'm getting really far out there. These are all concepts that are part of what I'm probably going to talk about on a radio show coming up. And that's also the other part, because when it's something like this, I can just go into where I see it and how it works, but with another person, it bounces off, and if they add something or if they don't get something, it's like it nudges me back onto this collective frame, and it's really helpful. Even though I know there are people, because I've been starting to go out and just speak, and there are people that enjoy it and they understand what's going on. But that's the idea behind a lot of what's happening. Well, because these words normally go like this. Okay, well, I'm going like this. There's a layer there, there, and I'm making language go like that. And they're like, that's not how you talk. It's like, why not? Imagine if we have the brain chip in you. I could just go bang and beam it in your head, and you'd be like, oh, that makes sense. But we're not there. Alright? Probably because if we did that to everybody right now, half the people would start eating each other, because there's an infection. So, regardless, it's not just the brain chips that are doing that, it's the fact that this plane became infected. Why do you think this is happening on Earth? Why do you think it's like this? It's not just technology, it's a type of spiritual infection. I'm going to stop talking now. But worlds within worlds, nesting dolls, AI gods, digital realm to physical realm to digital realm, lasagna, where it's like which one came first, and they always flip-flop back and forth, and you got the imitator demiurgic realm and the original Sophianic. Okay, I'll put up a picture. There's a good picture that describes that. And then free will and truth, or illusion or delusion, and reality. And so basically it's all about discernment until people stop putting up their attention, their funds, their energy. These are all harvesting programs for these fake AI gods or fake people. They're going to keep getting kicked in their ass. I mean, that's the point. Because if there wasn't somebody controlling that and doing that to teach people, it would just be that happening to the max, and this would be the other world, one layer down, where everybody lives in fucking prison, FEMA camp type things, or not FEMA camps, but they live in jails, basically. That's all. There's no houses, there's jails. And it's like that because AI gods are hunting for souls, and if a person gets taken up by one of the AI gods, they become a soldier for this dark force. So it's actually to help people there, and we get one version of it or another version. Slowly we get closer to the one where we're out of the singularity, and we literally can make a world wherever we want. We can project the singularity over there. There's no boundaries in time-space because we see that it's a program. It's a series of entanglements of DNA and consciousness, and there's actually no physical thing there. It's programming. We become programmers at that point. Alright, I'm going to stop talking now. Thank you.